Hello, Bill Shaka here. Welcome to another edition of the 5 Minute Motivator. Welcome to my home in Tamarindo, Costa Rica. I read something decades ago, so I can't even begin to tell you where it's from. This was well before the internet existed. I'm not even sure what periodical I read this in. But it tells an interesting story about two executives that would meet every morning in front of their skyscraper that they work in New York City. And they would meet outside, and both would buy a cup of coffee from a local vendor, and then one of them would buy a newspaper. Now, the gentleman that sold the coffee and the newspaper was apparently a very gruff, very, well, for lack of a better term, let me just say miserable individual. Never smiled, never laughed. Most people would go there and say, Wall Street Journal, throw $1 down and leave. And the individual would grab the money, put it in his pocket, and just simply not say anything. Well, one of these two executives, every single morning, would say to this individual, "Good morning. I'd like a cup of coffee black, and I'd like a copy of the Wall Street Journal, if you don't mind, my good man." And the gentleman would huff and puff and kind of grumble and get a coffee and put the lid on and give it to him and get a Wall Street Journal to him and take a couple of bucks off him, give him change if necessary, without even saying a word, just grumbling. And the other the executive that actually bought the coffee in a Wall Street Journal would say to him, "Thank you very much, and I wish you a very, very pleasant day." Well, this went on for some time, and the other executive that was with him said to him after a certain amount of time, "Why are you so nice to this guy? This guy obviously doesn't care about anything. He's providing a service to us. He's giving us a coffee. He's giving us a newspaper or a magazine or a pack of gum, whatever we want. And it's a fair value exchange. But there's no niceties involved. Why are you so nice to this guy? Especially when he's not nice back to you." And the first executive said, "Let me tell you why I'm so nice to this guy. If I started acting like him, then it is his attitude that I'm reflecting. Nobody controls my attitude but me. Therefore, I am going to act the way I want to act based on my attitude. If this gentleman wants to be mean and grumbly and offensive, that's his problem. I choose not to be. Therefore, I will act according to my attitude. Let him act according to his attitude." Now, folks, I'd like you to ponder that for a minute. In the face of daily repetition of an individual who is acting kind of mean, how do you respond to that? How do you act? How do you react? Tell me it's not human nature for us to basically begin to reflect their negative emotions back to them, thus reinforcing the particular cycle. Many times, even if we don't feel like acting negative, just by virtue of seeing that individual, we become negative, and the process continues. Is an attitude your choice? I've said it 100 different ways in 100 different episodes of the 5 Minute Motivator. You choose your attitude. You choose how you want to respond to an individual. Don't let the other individual's behavior affect you. You have the right to act as you see fit. Now, I'd like you to ponder this today. And not only would I like you to ponder it, I'd like you to act on it. I'd like you to go out today, and when an individual is necessarily mean to you or gruff to you, and you don't necessarily feel mean or gruff, act accordingly. I think what you will find is you will transcend above the emotional issue. Bill Shaka, thanking you for attending another edition of the 5 Minute Motivator. Please like, share, comment, and please sign up for the 5 Minute Motivator membership. Thanks much. See you in the next edition. Bye.